The sports page with the Orlando Sentinel and FM 96.9 The Game's Mike the Bulldog Bianchi.
On JRR.
Yo, doggy.
The sports page brought to you by Don Mealy Chevrolet out there in Claremont, where they are celebrating their 50th anniversary. And right now you can get 2.9% APR for 72 months on a brand new 2026 Chevy Silverado. Go check them out at Don Mealy Chevy. Where do you guys want to start? You want to start with my Dodgers last night?
Sure, why not?
Man, what a pitching staff we have. I mean, Yoshinobu Yamamoto last night. Say that real quick. Yoshinobu Yamamoto threw a 3-hitter, first postseason complete game in 8 years for any team, as my Dodgers beat the slumping Milwaukee Brewers 5-1 last night. They take a 2-0 lead in that series. Yamamoto, by the way, his gem last night came one night after my man Blake Snell allowed only one hit over 8 shutout innings for the Game 1 victory. Just goes to show how much baseball has changed over the years. Yamamoto's complete game, first complete game in 8 years. Remember back in the good old days when every pitcher threw a complete game? Remember that?
Mm-hmm. The good old days.
The good old days. That's right. We didn't have any mid relievers and short relievers. No. Put your starter in, he threw the whole game. That's how it's supposed to.
Sports psychologist. Oh, come on. Don't be a pussy.
In season game management. Nah.
Trainer.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
We didn't need any of those analytics back then, okay?
Smoke a cig in the dugout and hit the field.
Throw your pitcher till his arm falls off. Yeah. As I mentioned, the Dodgers lead the series 2-0. My Mariners, by the way, leading their series 2-0.
Can I tap the brakes here for just a second to ask what I think is a logical question? What happens if it's your Mariners versus your Dodgers in the World Series?
Well, I would probably, I root for the story, being a sports writer and a sports radio host. I root for the story, and the Mariners are the better story because they're a low revenue team. They've never been to a World Series, so I would root for that as a sports person, as a sports talk radio host. But I am a lifelong Dodgers fan, so I would be conflicted. There's no question about that.
You go all the way back to Brooklyn with them, right?
No, I don't go back to Brooklyn, but the early days in LA, like in the late 60s, when guys like Steve Garvey and Dave Lopes were playing for the Dodgers, I go way back to then. Gotcha. By the way, this is the first time since 1970 that both league championship road teams started out 2-0. So, and if you start out 2-0 on the road, you're probably going to win the series.
Yeah, M's with a chance to make it 3-0 tonight.
That's right. Next 3 games are in Seattle. By the way, today is Wednesday. Do you realize what happens in 1 week, guys? 1 week.
Basketball season.
Yeah, Magic opened the season against the hated Heat in 1 week. This, in my opinion, and Taco Bob, you're the big Magic fan with the sign in your yard and all that. To me, this is the most anticipated Magic season probably in about 18 years, I would say. Since maybe the year after the finals in 2010 or 11. So, yeah, that would be, let's see, that would be 11, that would be 20. 21. What is that? That would be about 14 years.
Yeah,
about 14 years.
A lot of people looking forward to it. We have a good group of young guys. Hopefully, just like every season, hope for injury free.
Yeah, and the Magic are picked, by the way, by the other league GMs to finish, I think, 3rd in the Eastern Conference behind the Cavaliers and the Knicks. I think they can win the Eastern Conference this year, if, as Taco Bob says, injury free, all of that. By the way, Lynch, your favorite team, your favorite NFL team, they're in real disarray. The comments Tua made after the game on Sunday, in which he said, "Hey, we've got people not showing up for players meetings, showing up late for players only meetings. That has really lit the fire in the locker room. There are a lot of Dolphins players who are saying he shouldn't be letting that out into the public.
He discussed it a little yesterday, and the coach said the same thing. But it's like that's just the what we see from the outside. What you're describing has got to be 50 times more intense in behind the doors there.
It's just a dumb move. Dumb move.
Yeah. It was a dumb move, and especially coming off a 3 interception game. So we'll see what happens down there. This could be Mike McDaniel's last week with the Dolphins. By the way, Lynch, you need to check with your sources because your sources break all sorts of stories. You need to check with your sources on the Gators, all right? Because I don't have any sources that are telling me this, but this could be Billy Napier's last week as the head coach of the Gators. They face Mississippi State on homecoming Saturday. No. And Mississippi State is much improved this year. If the Gators were to lose that game, I think Billy Napier would be fired by Sunday morning. But you need to check.
Did he get invited to the dance?
The homecoming dance?
Yeah,
the sock hop?
Yes.
No, he did not get invited to the sock.
That could be an indicator right there that maybe the decision's already been made. I don't know. Something else we need to check with the way the Lightning had come out to start this season. After the loss last night, they're now 1-2-1.
Yeah, what's going on with your Lightning?
No, maybe it's just going to take a little while to get some momentum going.
Yeah, it doesn't matter till later in the season.
Well, hey, you start out slow like the Baltimore Ravens. They're 1-5. You see what John Harbaugh, their coach, said? We can still make the playoffs.
Well, mathematically, sure.
Mathematically, but that's delusional because Lamar Jackson's still hurt. If Lamar Jackson were healthy, I would say maybe, but as far as I know, he's not going to play anytime soon. So he's got that hamstring injury.
All right.
We shall see.
All right, he is Mike the Bulldog Bianchi. That show he described is Game On with Brandon Kravitz. You can hear that weekday afternoon starting at 3 on FM 96.9 The Game.
Happy birthday to the legendary Richard Carpenter. We've only just begun. Ho, ho!
Windows number 1 on your presets on the iHeartRadio app. Download the app and set JRR as your number 1 preset now.
Brought to you by the Smith & Ullo Law Firm.